Hey, Tony Stark, I'm gonna borrow your art reactor Unbreakable. This is my Unbreakable story. In a few minutes, I'll tell you who I am. Hi, my name's Tony Stark. I'm not cutting that out. I like to joke. That's who I am. I like to do things that most people don't like. Because I know that people like to be entertained. Anyway, so what's my Unbreakable story? Well, I know that we're all humans, right? That we go through pain and suffering, and nobody, get that out of alive. But no matter how much pain or suffering that we go through, we can be unbreakable. Why? Because through the hardship, through the suffering, through the pain, you come out that much more wiser, stronger. But it's more about if you're in the bottom, and that it's about rewiring everything who you are to be in your brain, in your body, and whatever. So my Unbreakable story starts in 2011. That's the day that I hit it. Well, I hit it life when I was a kid. I just didn't know why things happened to me. I would get punched, and people, I don't even know why it happened to me. Why would you do that to me? And then I would, right? And so January 13th was the day that my ex and I broke up. And I was going, I remember I wanted to get a job so I can go see her to get married, because I didn't even know her ring size. But all I ever did was, when I was working, washing dishes, all I did was cry. I cry in the hibachi grill where the chef would cook. I would cry. I wanted, I don't know if I mentioned, I wanted to die, right? And I would be thinking sleeping was better than reality, right? Every time I had a dream about her, it would be like she would be close and then she would leave me, right? It happened like 3 or 4 times. And every time in the dream I would like want to see her, but I couldn't see her because every time she would end up leaving me. So that's also one of my fear when I break up. I fear people would leave me, or the people that I love would leave me, and that was so much painful. So I couldn't deal with, let's say, if people would come close, I would try to not get too close. I would close my barrier, and so I would question them about life. I wanted everything to burn. I cursed God. I talked to God. I don't even know what version people talk about God anyway. So I would question a lot of things. Why do we have to be? Why we had to be born and die? Why is there so much suffering and pain? I go through this questioning. I just didn't know. I remember back then when I was on the bus and I was going to college, and I asked, who am I? Why? I felt empty. I felt empty inside, and I didn't understand why. And while everybody lived their life, times move on. They said time heal. It didn't heal for me. My pain I suffered for 2 years. I didn't know when it's going to end. So I quit my job, and then I would be in my house like for a year or so. I would just draw my expression out. And then the people at the office, they would say, just go get a job or so, do something. Because I was always inside. And at that time, I would just click everything, learning, try to be curious about things. In 2013 was the day that I guess the lady that helped my family out a lot, she recommended the therapy at that time, because and then I got the therapy, and the therapists say self-fulfilling prophecy. You can just switch your mind, and it become like, whether it's happy, when you change your mood, like happiness, and you change your mindset, everything changes around you. But when you're sad or depressed, everything changes around you. So, and I start playing with that. I was like, okay, interesting. So I played that. I was like, this is weird. Why do I just think positive and weird shit happen? Like, what is this positive thing? and I start noticing a lot of coincidence in my life, and it's like, this is not right. Is it right? Okay. And I start playing around, and then at that time, my friend went through the same thing, and he introduced me to, they call it the law of attraction. I was like, what is this? What is this law of attraction? So I start clicking every website, and I watch the movie The Secret. I watch everything from law of attraction, everything, just read. And then one guy that I clicked, because there was negative people, so I clicked negative people on YouTube, and there was this guy speaking, Les Brown, and Les Brown inspired me. He's like, yeah. And so he started inspiring me, and then I start going deeper into stuff, and he changed my life. He changed the way that I think about my mind, the relationship with people. And then he started saying, read books. See, I used to call myself a truth seeker, right? Because I would try to seek the truth and what is truth and what people have been telling you. So what I went through, they call it the spiritual awakening, or things that we were told were lies. Not necessarily lies, it's just that they're belief systems that were true but not true. And then I call it the, whether glass shatter or window shatter, whatever, glass shatter, because it shattered, everything I know started to crumble. Like, why wasn't that we humans told this to the world? Why isn't that more people know about this? Why isn't that we know about the subconscious mind? Why don't we know about the power within us to change? That we're not powerless human beings. And when I was a kid, I was told that we're powerless and we don't have power. And so I start to find out that we do have power, and I start to figure out, read every book that I can, because I want to know what happened in my life. Why did my experience like this happen? Because I remember I tried to go to college, and I missed the bus, right? And then I was like, damn, I missed the bus. So my friend would see me, and then he'd pull up, and I would drive there. I was like, is that a coincidence that happened? It's interesting. And things like happen like over like that. And then I start to play, what if I just play this thing that they be teaching, write your goal down or do a vision board. I tried to do a vision board, I couldn't do it, so I try. So I'm here to raise the level of awareness within oneself, your consciousness, who you are as a human being, but also I wanted to disrupt a system, in industry, the status quo in the law of attraction, psychic, because it needs to change, and the way that been happening is not working for people. So I see that. So I read through books, and I do interviews, right? And I start to say, how come this would never happen if I didn't do personal development, self-help? But the thing is, this helped me to change. Like, for me, I'm not as confident, or I would be sad or depressed, and these things help me, motivate me to change my mood of state, to change the way that I think. And also books help me to, because when I was a kid, I was put in special education. Excuse me. I'm not going to edit that out. And I thought I was stupid, and I was labeled that, and I was slow. But until I read Tony Berzon and other books, I realized we have the potential to open our mind, to learn things that we never learned, that we have the ability to increase our intelligence. Unbreakable story is why I created my YouTube channel. Is Genesis personal development, meaning that Genesis, when you fall and you're on your back and you fail so many times, it's that when and that's where you get back up again, better, and then you rewired your brain again to do that, because you once had it and you lost it, because your life is like a dip, like you go high and you dip and then you go rise back up again. And then I changed the lens which I see the world, right? I changed the way people, if you want to attract greater things or greater people in your life, you must change the quality of your thinking, your consciousness, your inner being, your energy field, and what feed your mind, because what you feed your mind, you attract into your life. And so I see my heartbroken as a blessing. I see the gift that the person that I love gave me. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am now, right? And that changed the course of my life, that thinking. So that's my unbreakable story. That's it. I'll see.